Hi, it's Jaleesa Lachey with Black Tree TV, and we're here at the African American History Museum at the Black Women of Bond Tribute, celebrating women of color and their contributions to the popular series. So stay tuned as we'll be bringing you interviews with those popular women and more. What an honor to have you. I mean, one of the first Black Bond girls, and we're celebrating Black Women of Bond. Like, what an honor.
Yeah, well, who knows, you know? You never know what you're doing when you're doing it.
That's right. So I want to know a little bit about going back to when you first had that audition and you were casted to be a part of this film. What did that do for your career?
Golly. It did a lot. First of all, they spoiled me on the set. It was incredible. Limousines picking you up, going to work, dressing for dinner and gowns, and having butlers take care of you. Your clothes are being made. I mean, it's like awesome. And being a young woman 42 years ago, amazing. And still being a part of the franchise, it's amazing. They treated us so well. I had such a wonderful time. Yes.
No, that's so good to hear. So there's been so many women that have come after you. We're fortunate to have had Halle Berry, to have Naomie Harris now, to be a part of kind of this franchise. How do you feel about the roles that they've played in these films?
Well, first of all, we know about the Bond films, right, with the ladies? We got to do a little better than that. But Halle Berry played a very strong part, better than the other ladies, which I'm very happy. The franchise is definitely improving that. And they are going to get better. I know they are, because they have Susan and the family. Everybody's going to get better with that. How do I feel about it? We're on the right track.
Yeah, but we're not there yet.
We're not there, but we're almost there.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
But we're not there quite yet. That's across the board.
Yes. Well, it's such an honor to have you here. Hope you have a lovely night. You definitely paved the way for some of these women here.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the writers and to the Bond franchise. You never know what you're doing when you're doing it, do you?
That's right. Oh, it's a pleasure meeting you. Hello. Hi, how are you? Jaleesa, nice to meet you. Well, let's be clear for people who do not know. You are the first Black woman of Bond. What an honor. So tell us, what did that role kind of do for your career?
I think it did help a little bit. Because that was back in the 70s, early 70s, and I was able to do a lot of films because some people had seen me in, that film, and a couple of Broadway plays. But I come from the dance world, in Alvin's company and Donnie McHale company, and I did a lot of movies, because of that, But fortunately, I had that talent, being the first to be in Katherine Dunham's company back when I was 15. I joined her company. So she was the one that taught me how to do what I did in that movie, in that role, right? And
how do you feel the film has kind of evolved with so many beautiful Black women that we've had become a part of this franchise?
Yes, it has, and I really, I love it that each time, each one gets it's more and more. Okay, I had a feature role and the villain, and then you have Gloria Hendry, who's a love interest and had more of a co-starring role, and it's just lovely to see, the James Bond Black women to have roles, which was more.
Yes. Well, thank you for paving the way, Trina. It's such a pleasure to speak with you.
You too. Thank you so much.
Naomi, just one. Just one question, okay. So you, of course, are the first Black woman to be in have a reoccurring role for this Bond series. What does that mean for future opportunities for women of color?
I just think, we're all hoping as actresses of color that we open the door for other women of color, and that, we just get more diverse roles and bigger roles and more interesting roles. And that we actually overcome this conversation about color, because that's not what it should really be about, you know? It should be about the characters that we're playing and the celebration of those characters and a celebration of the movies that we're in. That's what's most important. So, but we have to go through this stage to celebrate it, because it is so rare and unique, you know? So that's why we're here tonight.
Well, thank you so much, and I hope you feel better.
Thank you so much. Thank you.